Hey, and I'm back to normal. Ish. Normal-ish. Wednesdays for requests. So what's in my box this Wednesday? The Cannonball Run. This movie was requested by Upvein on Tumblr. The Cannonball Run movie represents a race that actually existed. So in the 70s, there was an actual race called the Cannonball Sea to Shining Sea. I think it was Cannonball Baker. There was an actual race called the Cannonball Baker Sea to Sign. I can't speak. In the 1970s, there was an actual race called the Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea. Oh, I had it called the Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Tribute. No, Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash. That's a fucking mouthful. AKA the search for a shorter title. It's kind of like Rat Race in the sense that you're trying to get from point A to point B and you're competing against all these other people. There are rules. The race starts on the East Coast in, I believe, Connecticut or New York and goes to LA on the other side of the country. Obviously, the race started originally to protest highway traffic laws. So this guy decided to see how fast he could go to get from point A to point B. And then all these other people heard about what he did and they decided to partake in the event and make it a race. So the main rule that I really noticed in the movie was that you had to use the same vehicle, and so it was very important to pick a specific type of vehicle. The first half of the movie is basically Burt Reynolds' character trying to pick the perfect vehicle for this race. And you want to pick a vehicle that's fast, but you also want to pick a vehicle that's not going to get stopped by cops very often. So he decides to use an ambulance. There's also a lot of like bad sportsmanship where you try to get another person stopped. The movie's pretty goofy. It feels kind of like it could be along the lines of like a Monty Python type comedy, except these actors don't really commit to the jokes. I just feel like they could have hit those punchlines a little bit harder and the jokes would have come across a little bit better. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who thinks that way because it doesn't have that high of a rating on Rotten Tomatoes. There's also some just really weird inserts in this movie, like Jackie Chan's in this movie, and at one point he's in his car, he's got a TV in his car, and he's watching porn. Maybe that helps him drive faster? Also, Burt Reynolds kidnaps someone, and she's totes fine with it. I mean, not at first. At first she's like, get me the fuck out of here. Warning, some of these rules might be kind of intense. Drink when anyone gets in or out of a car. Drink anytime the make or model of a car is said, like a Ferrari or Trans Am. Drink whenever Caped Chaos is shown in costume or mentioned. Drink when anyone says Cannonball or Cannonballers. Drink anytime Roger Moore's character is with a different date. There's a bit of a Bond parody going on there. And for the optional finish your drink rule, finish your drink when the race officially begins. So what did we learn from Cannonball Run? Don't speed across the country, take your time, enjoy your carpool. Unless there's like a huge prize at the end. They're competing for money, they get a lot for doing this, so by the time you get there, doesn't most of your money go to speeding tickets anyway? We also learned not to watch porn while driving. Enjoy!